All right, so I decided to do a mini series on chord progressions. Today is video 1, tomorrow's video 2, the next day is video 3. In today's video, we're gonna go over building chord progressions. In tomorrow's video, we're gonna be going over how to advance chord progressions and add a top melody using this same chord progression. And then in the final video, we're gonna be going over tips and tricks of how to make the chord progression sound realistic, especially with velocity. So with that said, check back tomorrow for the next video, and then check back the day after that for the final video. Let's get into the chord progression. All right, so as mentioned, for the first part of this series, we're going to start off with building a chord progression. We're going to make something nice, a nice advanced chord progression. We're in D minor. I have Keyscape open. We're at 157 for the BPM. Let's go into the piano roll. As you can see, it's highlighted. You could choose any scale you want. If you work in a major scale, there is a relative minor to it. I usually end up just pulling up minor scales. So I'm going to go ahead and just start on the one chord to make this easy, so we can follow along. So we're gonna just start to build out some chords. I'll explain what I'm doing, and then we need to find a nice rhythm that we want to have going for this chord progression. So in order to make this a simple triad, we need to do a 1-3-5. And all that means is the 1 of the scale, then we're gonna go to the 3, and then here's the 4, and then to the 5. And this is our triad. We can make this a 7th chord by skipping the 6th note of the scale and adding the 7. And now we have a nice 7th chord. So we'll go ahead and leave it as a 7th chord, and then we're gonna build our next chord. I'm gonna go down the scale, go from 1 to 7 to 6, so that would be here to here, or I might go from 1 to 6 to 7. And the reason that we're counting that is because, like I said, if you count up again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So C is going to be the 7 of this scale, the 7th note. But C is down here as well, right below the first note, right? Because we work in octaves. So we're going to be moving down the scale. So let's go over here. Let's just see what this sounds like. Let's put the metronome on and try to find a nice rhythm for this. Let's go ahead and build out on A sharp. Skip every note. There's another simple triad. And then we'll go up to the 7, which is the C. We'll skip every note, make it a triad, and then we'll extend that over, and we'll have that play for about 2 bars. So now that we have this pretty simple chord progression, we're going to do some inversions to this. So let's go ahead and take our root notes. So all I'm doing to do that is Control and Shift, and then we'll hit Control down arrow. That drops them down a whole octave. And then what we're going to do from here is take this A. Again, I'm just holding Control, and then I'm going to hold Shift right here. We'll take the D and we'll take the E and we'll bring them up an octave. So Control up. And I like how that sounds already. Let's go ahead, hold Control to select them all, and then hold Shift and bring them over like this. And over here, we'll probably switch it up a little bit. All I want to do over here is add an A right here. And then let's see what we could do. And this is going to be a little bit of a cluster note. And then that kind of relieves it. That sounds good, and it's especially going to sound a lot better when we start to get into velocities, because this won't sound so harsh when we move into it. But like I said, for this video, we're really just covering building out this chord progression. So with that said, check back tomorrow for the next video, and then check back the day after that for the final video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, leave a thumbs up. You guys can follow me on all social medias at Lifestyle Did It. Make sure to hit my site, lifestyledidit.com, for everything else. Other than that, subscribe to your boy, push notifications.